I know, you can eat it, you can wear it, and not only can you utilize this art, you can also display it. Some really cool pieces, Centurion Frost, a local artist, a potter. I mean, you do so much. And I know that you did make a name for yourself doing some work, some pottery work for the Detroit Lions, but you've also got just so many other incredible pieces. A new line launched, but let's talk about this piece in front of you. Really kind of unique, and it sort of speaks to your style a bit.
It actually does, yes. It has the industrial feel, and like I love graffiti, so it has that feel, but then what happens if you look at it a little bit closer, it actually it reveals the city streets of the downtown Detroit. Yes, ma'am.
And this is interesting because it's a vase, so it's got this inner cylinder, so it still holds the water, but you threw it on a pottery wheel.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've had an opportunity to do that once or twice on TV, so I know that that's not easy. But then the clay is also soft, so to be able to cut all of those specific and make it in a pattern like that to go along with the map of downtown, I mean, mind blown.
Yeah,
that's not easy.
It's definitely, it took some time and getting it to the right time and right texture and consistency in order to be able to do it. But it definitely is a labor of love. I love making the Detroit wear. I love just being in clay all the time.
And I know you also talked about you love making art that sort of inspires people to want to look closer.
Yeah,
it's like where it's not quite as obvious, but to look closer and look deeper into the piece.
Yes,
but then you have a new line that is taking a little bit more, has more of a message to it. It is the Black Lives Matter line, and you'd mentioned that this was really inspired by a lot of things that have happened in the last year or so.
Yeah, it was inspired by my personal life, and I was dealing with wanting to do something with Black Lives Matters or dealing with African American art, and so I was vexed on trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And again, because of the whole Black Lives Matter movement that came across, this was just the perfect storm.
Yeah.
And so a portion of the proceeds of all Black Lives Matters will be actually going towards a Black Lives Matters cause. So,
in like all of your pieces, I feel like each piece, like these mugs up here, is just because they're in front of me, they're a perfect example that every piece you really do need to take a closer look, no matter what it is. We've got the BLM on the handle, so the Black Lives Matter on the handle, and then you've got on this side, I can, I will, end of story, and then there's more. We're not done yet, because on the back, purpose and the definition of purpose, just a lot of power and always more to see and more to discover. And then we have this like an appetizer or charcuterie type of board.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I love that these are items that you can display for art. You can also use them.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said they're dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher safe, microwavable safe. If you do decide to bake in them, what I would recommend is to actually put them in the oven cold and then let it heat up without.
You can even bake in.
Yep, you can even bake in it.
Oh my goodness. So you can find this gentleman and his incredible art right here at All Things Detroit Marketplace on Trumbull near Michigan. Today is National All Things Detroit Day, so a good day to stop on by, but they are open many and most days of the week. But come on by today from 9 until 6. Back to you.